Okay, so like I said in the email, this is probably the biggest change that she's requesting, and this is something we pretty much just found out about. So this is a new component to the website, although I think you should have probably built most of this already, so I don't think it'll take you too long to implement this. So what I'm going to show you here are 9 categories, and we're going to provide you guys with the individual PNG files for each one of these, except we need them to lay out just like this. So there will be 9 squares that are all laid out. The way you get to that is, and this is the change that she just requested it last night, when someone clicks on designs, it takes them to a page that has these 9 categories that people can click on. Each one goes to a separate page. Okay, so currently the way she had it set up is if you scroll over, there's the drop down that you see with the 3 options, and that has changed. Okay, so she doesn't want the drop down anymore. Instead, when you click on designs, it takes you to this page. If someone clicks on the backgrounds graphic right here, that takes them to the Blogger Backgrounds page. If someone clicks on the buttons page, that takes them to what currently is the buttons and blinkies page. Those need to be separated now. Okay, so there needs to be a page just for buttons and a page just for blinkies. And the buttons and blinky pages both allow people to copy embed code to put on their own websites. So the functionality and the look of both of these are identical. Okay, both of those have their own individual embed codes that people can select. Okay, so what you currently have right here is buttons and blinkies. We just need to split what's here into 2 different pages and sections. So one of these, this page for example, might just be the button designs, and then there will be a second page that just has the blinky designs, and both of them have the same functionality, the embed code that highlights when you click on it, and then the image to the left and the title. Okay, so we're essentially just taking this page and splitting that into 2 separate pages. So one of them takes you to the buttons page by clicking here, and the blinkies page clicking on this one. Now, the custom designs, let's see here, actually, let me back up for a second. Okay, the other thing that you have right now are shabby extras. And if you'll notice, if we jump over to the current Shabby Blogs website, if you click on Shabby Extras, so I went to shabbyblogs.com and Shabby Extras, you'll see here that there are different headers or categories for Shabby Extras. She doesn't want all of these to be on the same page anymore, so she's splitting them up. Okay, so you can see on this, where is it? Okay, so this top middle button right here says Shabby Extras. So there needs to be a section on the back end where she can create new entries that are for shabby headers. And it'll function the same way that you've built this. So there's going to be the graphic here. There's going to be the title. There's going to be the created or the graphics by, and then the name of that person, and then the download header link. Now, right now, the way you've set this up, it creates a big light box. That's not what she wants for these sections. For all the shabby extra sections, when someone clicks on download header, that needs to allow that person to just download that graphic. So it should enable some sort of download command to download whatever this graphic is. So someone can see a thumbnail right here, but that's that's it. It shouldn't do more than that. We don't want a pop-up preview or anything like that. You'll see the graphic thumbnail representation of whatever the graphic is. And then when someone clicks on download header or download whatever it happens to be, it needs to actually initiate a download instead of pulling up a pop-up like this. So that shouldn't happen. So let me get rid of that. Okay, so again, jumping back to the existing site, there's shabby headers, and then all these right here are shabby headers. And eventually, you'll see this here. There's a new section. This one right here is called Shabby Blog Dividers. Okay, so you can see right here that that's this one. So we have post dividers. That's a new page. Okay, so you can see here all we're doing with these other sections or other categories or buttons is breaking up the whole shabby extras page. So you scroll down here, there's shabby title tags, for example, and here we have the tag sets. Okay, so we're just taking the shabby extras and splitting that up into different pages. That way someone can go directly to each one of these sections that they want to see. And again, they get there by clicking on design. So again, no more drop down. Someone clicks on designs, they see these 9 categories. Okay, and when they click on backgrounds, it takes them to the Blogger Backgrounds page. When they click on shabby headers, it takes them to the shabby headers section. When they click on post pretties or post dividers or sidebar tag sets, it takes them to the now broken up shabby extras page. So there won't be a shabby extras page anymore. She's going to create new headings for each of these, but there needs to be a new page for each one. And then again, shabby buttons needs to be its own separate page, and shabby blinkies needs to be its own separate page. And both of those have the embed code that people can copy. I will need to get back to you about the custom designs and the blog exclusives. I'm not exactly sure right now what both of those are supposed to go to, but the other 7 options right here, hopefully it makes sense what we're asking. So on the back end, the admin area, I know on the very bottom left corner of the WordPress admin area, you have the area that allows her to add a new background or a blogger background. There just needs to be a new section down there for each one of these. So someone should be able to click on the blog, or she should be able to click on the blogger backgrounds in the bottom left corner of the WordPress admin to add a new blogger background. There needs to be an area that allows her to create a shabby header. There needs to be an area for post pretties, and for each one of these sections. Again, don't create anything for these 2 pages. I think these 2 sections here are just going to be kind of regular content and not a list of items that she controls like these other pages. So anyways, hopefully that makes sense. If not, let me know. If it does, then please start working on that along with the rest of the changes in the email. Thanks.